Good morning. Good morning. As I did some more research on the opiate epidemic. Johnson and Johnson, that's the people who make baby powder, soap, and household products in Oklahoma. They started a trial, and it started in May. It has drawn new scrutiny over the pharmaceutical business. It's a pharmacy, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right. It's called a pharmaceutical, Purdue Pharma, and they're the makers of oxycodone. And last week, the judge presided over that case and ruled that company helped cause the crisis. Helped cause the crisis with opiate. I don't know if I'm saying that right again. I cannot pronounce that dumb word for nothing. But, and the judge ordered that company to pay $571 million in damages. And now I seen on the news this morning that same pharmaceutical company that makes oxycodone, they are now going bankruptcy. They made all this money. They didn't tell people that this particular drug was addictive and how badly addictive the drug was. And now that they have been an uproar in the news and everybody's pointing at them because of the cause, and they got sued, and now they are going bankruptcy while everybody suffers, whoever's suffering from opiate. So the pharmaceutical company gets rich off of the medication. The people that's on the medicine are suffering while they're rich and living a normal life. And that's why I said in my live yesterday, just be aware of what you're taking. You know, you have to read up on stuff. You can't just take stuff just to take it to make you feel good. You know, you got to read because it's long-term effects to anything that you do. And that's why I'm so into this now, because I wasn't into it before, but being that I'm dealing with it with my own son, it's so interesting for me to learn about this, because he's not the only one that's going through this. He's not the only one. There's a lot of people that is going through this. And just to get off of this, and when I was talking about business yesterday, and telling people, you know, when people come to you and ask you, could you help them? I'm not saying take out of your busy life and go help everybody who come into your presence. But I am saying sometimes it's okay to give a helping hand to people. Because even me, I've been a business owner since 2009. I have an adult family home. And I opened a personal care agency. And I left my personal care agency open for 2 years. My group home been open 10 years. And I closed my personal care agency because of you have to have a team. You cannot do it all by yourself. And I didn't have a team, and I couldn't do it all by myself. But do you know how big I would have gotten had I had a team? But no one wants to be a team. Everybody wants the bigger piece of the pie. Everybody is in competition with each other. No one wants to work together. Do you know what this world would be if everybody worked together? Everybody worked together, and it wasn't any hidden agendas with anyone. No one was, being shysty on the low. Do you understand what we can do? All of us coming together. But hey, that's probably neither here nor there. So I just want to tell you guys, when you open a business, and maybe some of you know this because I don't know everything, I'm just giving a little advice. Make sure you have the right team. Make sure your team players are for you and not against you. And you wouldn't know in the beginning, but you will actually know once a person works on a side of you. Just make sure that you line your ducks up accordingly, because people are messy. People are shysty. People want to get you closed down. People want to, because it's jealousy. And jealousy is a disease. And it's out here everywhere. And my team, if my son Tevin and my daughter Chaz, they can be a team. They could be my team, but they're not ready yet. So, I don't rush people and make people do stuff that they don't want to do. What I do is I wait, but I don't wait for long for anyone. That's why I decided to take my stuff and move to a different state, because it's different strokes for different folks. And people here, I would never want anybody to help me in Milwaukee. Milwaukee, to me, I was born and raised here. I'm not talking about the Wisconsin, the whole city, but the part of the space in my life sucks. And so that's why I'm going to a different state. And to build and to be bigger than I ever been, and not bigger to boast. My calling is a servant. I help people, and that's what I do. But I've been sitting in a group home actually working my own job for a long time now. And because who can you really trust? Who can you really trust? And it's time for me to get out in the field. It's more things to do than me just sitting in a group home. And I'm going to do them. And I just want to encourage you once again to don't forget to watch. I put a link on my Facebook page for my podcast. I'm waiting for my equipment and stuff to come in the mail so that I can set up, the space, because that's about the only thing I'll be taking with me when it's time for me to go. So I want you to tune in, and there's a lot of information that I'm putting on there that you can know, because maybe you know someone that has a addiction to something, and maybe you can be of some kind of help to them. Like I'm saying, I'm not a counselor, and I'm not a counselor. I don't have a degree in counseling, but I am my son's counselor. I don't have to have a degree in that, because I'm going to want what's best for him regardless. So listen to my podcast. If you have any questions and you want to take part in it, feel free to let me know. It's an open panel. Like I said, it's going to be guest speakers on there, and we can go from there. And before I end this live, I want to say to my sister Linnell, and she's on Facebook. She told me she admired me and she looks up to me. I'm the oldest sister. But I want you to know, baby girl, I look up to you as well. I am so proud of you. I love what you're doing. You're helping people. I just see the energy. I just see you are sincere and your heart is in there, and you keep doing the damn thing. And when obstacles get in your way, do not let nothing stop you. I don't care what the obstacle is. You keep going. Get on your knees and pray and ask God to give you strength and keep going. You're doing a wonderful, amazing job, and I cannot wait to link up with you, because together we can make a hell of a difference. You guys have an amazing day, and remember to stay encouraged. I'll talk to you soon.